Yo.
Oh, there you go. I don't know what that was. What's up, NTG? How's it going, man?
Everything's good, man. Raw was a great show tonight. And by the way, I love this new intro we got, bro. It's fire. Love it.
Yes, sir. Boss man been putting in that work, man. Boss man been doing some things for you. You see that background too. He been doing his thing, man. We appreciate him for doing
Absolutely,
everything he
man.
do.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Bro, I was literally jamming to that theme song that he was just playing, bro. The new intro is fire.
Um, oh yeah, definitely, man. Definitely, man. You know, the bigger we get, the better we get, man. It's kind of like going to a new season. You know what I mean? Like we had the first
Yeah.
season. Now technically, this is like another season of the podcast. So you know, hey, we appreciate everybody that tunes in to us. This is the Get Busy Monday Night Raw review, y'all. This was a pretty banger show tonight, and let's go ahead and get into this thing, man. So. We want to take the time out to thank MTG Gaming for being our special guest tonight. MTG, we really
Sure.
appreciate you, buddy.
Yes, sir. You guys know me for covering TNA every Thursday. Well, gotta cover Raw, you know? Gotta.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My boy stepped in and he stepped up, so we appreciate it. So let's go ahead and get into this, y'all. The first thing we had, y'all already knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. Everybody should have known it was coming. We had Jay Uso.
Yeet,
Yeet. We had my boy come
yeet.
out, man. As y'all know, last week he won his first singles championship. He defeated Braun Breaker for the IC title with the Intercontinental title. Now, he also gave it a new flavor to it this week. He had the little the black plates on the side, the gold and black plates. They are now gold and blue. It's kind of like a what's up, brother? That's my bro, y'all, right, Keith? What's up, right, Keith? So yeah,
Yup.
he kind of had I say it's kind of like a mixture of the old title and the new title, like the color scheme of the old title, but it's on like a new title type of theme or whatnot. So it looked really good, man. I'm really happy for Jay. He came out, gave his speech. He had his son in the back. When he right before he came out, he was just saying how it was hard for him to win the championship. He's very grateful for it. He's thanking the fans. He's thanking everybody. Now, during this speech, we had a not so surprisingly interruption from the former IC champion Braun Breaker. Now, Braun Breaker pretty much came out, talked about Jay winning the title, and pretty much said, "Hey, I'm not gonna spear you, I'm not gonna hit you, I'm not gonna do none of that. I'm just gonna congratulate you." And I was wondering, I'm like, why is he not hitting them? Why is he not going at them? Why are they not like in a confrontation right now? But I can't reveal why right now. But we did get the answer to that later on in this show. So we'll go over that later. But as of right now, what do you think about the new title look, man, and Jey Uso being champion, man? MTG.
Oh, what was the first question? My bad. I couldn't hear you.
I was saying, what do you like Jey Uso as the new champion? Do you like the new championship? How you think about everything? The intro he had, like I said, he came out, thanked everybody, the whole crowd were bouncing, and Braun Breaker pretty much just congratulated him instead of attacking him. And I was saying that I was wondering why he didn't attack him and demand a rematch, but we kind of got that answer later on tonight. So we'll talk about that
Yeah, we
part
did.
later. But yeah, we did. But as of right now, what do you think about Jey Uso being a new champion, man?
Great moment for his career. And me, honestly, I never thought Jey Uso would ever be a singles champion anytime soon, because we were always known him as a tag team. But I'm happy for him that he has that Intercontinental title. And like father, like son, Rikishi won the Intercontinental title, and now his son is doing it, and they're starting to cherish the belt. And I love the new Yeet shirt, where it's gold instead of blue. I love the new merchandise as well. So Jey Uso, he's gonna cook, He's gonna have that title for probably not too long, but he'll probably have he'll give everybody a run for his money. And as for Braun Breaker, seems like he's a babyface now. Now that since he didn't attack him, maybe he's a babyface now. Because like you said, we're gonna go into detail on that later. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's kind of like they may be trying to switch him over because I mean him and Jay got so many good reactions during their feud. It's like they kind of had no choice. He was gonna eventually be faced eventually anyway. But they kind of confirmed it a little later on. But like you said, we're gonna talk about that later. But yeah, Jay, the new like I said, I like the new apparel too. Black and gold is one of my favorite combinations as far as wearing. So I like
Absolutely.
I said. Yes, sir. Like I said, we're really excited for Jay Uso, man. We appreciate him for getting everything he had. I think it's like 12 years he been in WWE. He just not got his
Yep.
first singles, and he deserved it. He definitely deserved it. I pretty much knew he was gonna get a singles title run. I just didn't know which title it was gonna be or when. At that, I kind of thought it was gonna be like I thought it was gonna be like 6 months to a year from now. I thought they were gonna throw him in the Bloodline story, and then give him that single title run. But the bloodline maybe the reason why he lose the title. So that maybe what sucks him
Right.
back into it. So, uh, shout out to Jay. Shout out to Jay, man. I'm excited for him, man. And everything he's got so far, he deserved it. And he worked his butt off for it. So that's what's up, man. So the next thing we had on the agenda, we had Rey Mysterio versus Xavier Woods. Now, for you, everyone who has not been following Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston, the New Day have had some real bad tension lately because pretty much Kofi Kingston has been setting up stuff and doing stuff for the team without telling Xavier Woods. And it's done cost Xavier Woods a match or two here and there. So he's very frustrated with Kofi right now. So last week, after it happened again, miscommunication, they got frustrated with each other. Xavier Woods were backstage and LWO approached them saying, "Hey, we're sorry for our interference and we didn't mean to cost you the match." And Xavier's pissed off. He's just like, "No, you need to talk to your son about all that apology stuff." So that's what got us to this match tonight. Xavier Woods versus Rey Mysterio. Now, this was a pretty decent match. I personally
Yes, it
liked
was.
it. Yeah, absolutely. I personally liked it a lot. The crowd, it was something about tonight's crowd. It was time where I felt like they should have got a little louder and got more pops with the wrestling, but they just weren't as live as I wanted them to be. But overall, watching it from home, it was a great match. I really liked it. Xavier Woods won the match. Y'all get this, and I was crying my ass off when this happened. Xavier Woods, he reversed the move or whatnot, and ended up pulling Rey Mysterio mask off and then rolled him over the 1, 2, 3 pin. Y'all, I was crying laughing. He was like, "I didn't mean to do it." Yes, in the fuck you did. I was fucking in tears over here laughing, y'all. Oh, did you did you like this, man? We know about to get a heel turn from Xavier. He's doing more stuff closer to the heel and heel every week. What do you think about Xavier in this match with Ray, man?
It was that was so unexpected because we never. It's funny because it's been a while that we've seen Rey Mysterio take off his mask in front of a WWE ring, and it's just weird because people already know how you look like. So what's the point of covering your face? Just wrestle. Like I get it's the lucha libre culture and all that, but still, people know who you are. Now, yeah, in the lucha libre culture, yeah, you have to keep your face closed if someone has never seen you. But everybody's pretty much seen Ray, so Ray could have kept going in the match, but I don't know why. People already seen how you look like, so there was no point of covering your face. And Ray, you could have won that match, but it's just funny how that was pulled off. He took off his mask and rolled for the cover, 1, 2, 3, and yeah, and it was a decent match.
For sure, yeah, man. Like I said, I was fucking crying laughing. I swear to God, I was. So for y'all who don't know, is Rey Mysterio at one point was like my favorite wrestler, like literally like my favorite. And right now, he's probably like all time. He's probably like a top 4 for me. My favorite, my personal
Mm-hmm.
favorite. But
Yep.
this was gold. This was gold. Like you said, we've seen Ray without his mask plenty of time. He had a whole stint in WCW, a whole heel run actually, where he was had his mask off. So
The
it
filthy
was it was
animals.
pretty interesting to see. It if it was a different crowd, I think the pop or the surprise would have been more with the crowd. It's like they were like, "Oh." and just kept going. You know what I mean? Didn't really say much else
Yeah.
to it, but this it was surprising. It was a cool little surprise. I wasn't mad at it at all. I can't wait to see Xavier Hill's turn. It's definitely coming. So
It
yeah,
is. Yep.
yeah. Yes, sir.
And
Um,
speaking of his heel run, you never seen any filthy animal stuff when that faction with Eddie Guerrero, Ray without his mask, Billy Kidman, and Conan, Disco Inferno. You
yeah,
never seen any of them
yeah. That's
before?
what I was saying. That's what I was saying. That was the heel run he had without the mask. The hooty hoo.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
he was tag champion with Billy Kidman at that time. Yeah.
Yep. He used to walk out with the little horns. He had the little horns on his head.
Yeah, he
Yep.
had little horns on his head, and Ray, he's definitely in my top 5 of all time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Ram still done it all, man. He done it all. Actually, that was probably his better. I ain't gonna. It's probably 50-50. But as far as him getting a bigger push, he got better pushes when he didn't have a mask on in WCW. I can say that. He was
Yeah, like
still
he
a
was.
great wrestler with or without it. But they gave him like
Yeah,
a bigger push when he had it off. So shout out to him. Like you said, he pretty much had to stop because of the lucha way. Right now, it's not in the script at all for him to not have a mask on. So there's no excuse for him not to have a mask on. Hell, as far as the lucha world, he's probably going to catch some flack for letting them do that tonight. So, it's just, like I said, it's just a lucha thing. They're really uptight about them having a mask on. So, shout out to him,
yeah,
man. He's still going strong. Yeah, go ahead.
like this one legendary Mexican wrestler, Blue Demon. He's very famous all over Mexico. I love the Mexican
Mm-hmm.
wrestling because I'm Mexican myself, and I know a lot
Mm-hmm.
about the lucha libre culture. Like Blue Demon, one of the greatest Mexican wrestlers of all time. He never revealed his face. Same with Mil Mascaras, who's a WWE Hall of Famer. He never revealed his face either. So yeah, they
I
take
think
that lucha stuff very seriously.
Well, that was I think that was a Psychosis as well. The one that had the black and white devil looking mask. I think he never revealed his face either.
He did. He revealed his face. Remember the Mexico from WWE in the mid 2000s? Juventud Guerrera, Super Crazy, and Psychosis.
Oh shit, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. You are completely right. I completely forgot about Super Crazy. Now, how could I forget about Super Crazy on out of shape, athletic ass? Super Crazy. This is a
Yeah.
little offset. We're gonna move on. But that's the most out of shape, most athletic person I had ever seen. I swear to God.
Hey,
But yeah,
his moonsault was pretty. His
it was.
moonsault was pretty.
Super Crazy was definitely lived up to his name. He used to go crazy in the ring. But yeah,
Love,
shout out to
love them
them,
in
man.
ECW. Love them in
Oh yeah,
ECW.
oh, yeah. Definitely. All the luchador wrestlers in ECW went crazy. But shout out to them, man. Shout out to all of them. We appreciate them, man. But like I said, this was just super fun to me for Xavier to pull that man off and keep on going. We're gonna see what happens with them, man. Like I said, we're gonna let them cook. So they get backstage, right? And Kofi Kingston approaches him. He's like, "Hey, man, I gotta ask you to do it on purpose." He's like, "No, man, I promise you, I ain't doing it on purpose. I didn't do it on purpose." And he's like, "Okay, man, I believe you." Hey, Jay Uso came up to me with an Intercontinental title opportunity, but I said, "No, you should get it." So now Xavier's a little more happy. He's a little more upbeat. They even did the New Day Rocks chant after that. I'm excited to see this match. I really hope Jay wins, but hear me out. I wouldn't be 100% surprised if Xavier won. Do I want to win? Not right now. But I wouldn't be surprised only because I know for a fact Jay Uso and more likely Sammy is going to get thrown into the bloodline thing eventually. So I'm pretty sure they're not going to have Jay be champion while he's doing that. Because if they do, one of the storylines would be, hey, Uso, I'm a champion now, you not, to Roman. You know what I mean? But if not, then, he can still just say, hey, I done did my own stuff. I done been tag champ again without y'all. And I done got my first single championship without y'all. No matter how long the reign is, he got that on his belt now. So it'll be interesting to see. Definitely very interesting to see. What's up? Oh, I thought you were saying something else. My fault.
Oh, what I was gonna say was that well, I don't know about. Wait, you think that Kofi's gonna beat Jay for the belt
Not
or
Kofi.
Xavier?
I said I wouldn't be
Xavier.
surprised. I don't think he will. I'm just saying
Oh,
I
okay.
kind of wouldn't be surprised because I know Jay's getting thrown back into the bloodline story eventually. So I just wouldn't be surprised. I don't think he is though. I don't think he will at all.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right, cool. So another thing we had Live Valkyria get approached by PFC in the back. Uh, I'm
Oh
sorry,
Lord,
I'm not gonna lie. I
I
watched the
hate that
segment.
name.
I hate the name so bad, bro. I watched the segment and I watched the match. I did not want to watch that
Oh,
one on, not because of the people in PFC. I actually like every single person in PFC. I hate them together with that name, and I don't like Live Valkyria. No offense to her. I think she can wrestle. I think she puts her heart and soul in it. I don't like the character. And she doesn't get any pop from the crowd. So I know they do the woo thing in the beginning, but after that, it's a snooze fest with her. And it's not. I don't think she does anything personally wrong. It's boring. The character is boring. This is not NXT. You gotta change it up when you get there. The only person who's not right now didn't have to change it up was Brian Breaker, and probably Trick Williams when he come up. He's not got to change it up. But everybody else from
absolutely
this
not.
new, right? Everybody else from this new, and part of the family too. When they get there, they're probably not gonna change it up because that gimmick's gonna be pretty good for doing heel stuff when they get up there. But other than that, when you get up to the main roster, you gotta change some stuff. Live Valkyrie ain't working. Carmelo Hayes is working in the ring, and he's working in his regular promos. But if you recognize when he comes out, his music and stuff, his music does not get a pop at all. I'm paying
Yeah,
attention to that stuff. Like they're not getting big pops. All the call ups, they're not getting big pops. Even Ilya, which hey, shout out to Ilya. Raw did announce that during his match with Gunther, he tore his ACL, so he will be out from 6 to 9 months, at least bare minimum, from 6 to 9 months. You know, that's if he works really hard and come, you know what I mean, and has everything go right. This is a devastating blow to the roster. They were really pushing Ilya, and deservedly so. But I'm not gonna ignore the fact that they were kind of quiet during his entrance. They'll get loud during his match. During his entrance, he didn't have a loud pop either. Like it wasn't many people doing that as it was in NXT.
yeah,
It's just some people got to change up their stuff. I think Live Valkyria won on. I don't. She needed to change the music, change the way she's dressing, change something about her. I don't like it. Not at all. I have no interest on seeing Live Valkyria on my screen at all. Like I damn near want to change the channel. That's how boring she is to me. And PFC
right.
name makes me want to change the channel just from the name. But it does. That name just pissing me off so bad. But like I said, I watched it. It was decent, man. I like Zoe a lot. I think she's underrated or underused. I like that they're doing something with her. They just need to change the name. What do you think about this match? By the way, Zoe did win off of distraction from PFC because of Natalia and what's the other girl name that's been helping out? Selena. They were gone doing promotional stuff for Bad Blood, which they're not even in a Bad Blood match, so it kind of makes no sense. But
Yeah,
they were going doing promotional stuff for Bad Blood, so they were not there tonight. So the numbers did gang up on Valkyria, and she ended up losing the match. Zoe has an awesome finisher. I think it's like a top 5 finisher in the business right now. The Z360 is a badass finisher.
yeah.
This whole match and everything, what you think about it, MTG?
I missed out on this one, but one thing that I do want to say about Lyra Valkyria, I'm gonna agree with you on the character change. Like, I don't get her character. What is she, a werewolf? What is she, a crow? I don't get it. Like, I don't understand the character.
Viking. Not exactly a Viking, but from that Viking heritage. You know what I mean? That's why they put the the handwriting of her name in the back on the screen is the Valhalla type of stuff in the background. That's why it's Valkyria. It's the same thing as like the Viking stuff, Scottish type stuff.
Oh, okay. Okay. And yeah, I mean, I haven't really seen much of her, but from what I'm seeing so far, it looks like she can wrestle. But the lack of promos is terrible. Um, and sometimes it takes time for them to get over on the roster. Like it takes more than just a few months. Sometimes it takes years to get over on the main roster. So we'll see how. I'm still gonna give her time. If I was WWE, I still give her time to see what else they can do to get over. And as far as Dragunov, like you think the music and the dancing to the theme song, you think that's kind of getting stale? Because they were doing it at first. It's just all of a sudden it's getting stale.
I don't remember them doing it. If they did it, it probably in Florida. Pay attention to where they have to do the stuff at. If it's anywhere near Florida, they're gonna do it there because that's what NXT is there. But outside of that, they don't do it a lot. You know what I mean? And anything outside of there, they're not gonna do a lot of the NXT stuff. That's why you see DIY. They're not as popular as they were. Johnny was the first triple crown champ. Yeah, Johnny was the first triple crown champion and had banger after banger after banger on NXT. And him and Ciampa, they get over here and they're just like, they cool, but you know, they don't.
Yeah, DIY is not really the same like how they were in NXT, and I think Ciampa was a lot better than Johnny Gargano as far as him being a heel, as far as better than him on the mic, and being like more of a better NXT champion than Gargano. Gargano, he was my least favorite NXT guy during that Black and Gold era. I loved Adam Cole, I love Ciampa, I love Keith Lee, I love Walter, aka Gunther, when he was in NXT UK. Like, who else? I love that whole roster. Is just Gargano was my least favorite. Him and Andrade.
Ooh, that's tough words. Andrade go crazy, especially what he's been doing lately with Carmelo. But that's the subject. That's on SmackDown. But I get what you mean.
Yeah,
like you said, some of these people need character change up, and Valkyrie is one of them. Like I said, Zoe won, and we're gonna see what develops after that. I really hope they eventually change the name to Pure Collection, or even Pure Fusion, or even Pure Fusion Collection. Just all of it together sucks. You know what I mean? So we just let them.
My nickname is actually better. The Natural Badasses. How about that?
Anything with what they got. Anything with what they got. It can literally come out and say, our name is anything, and it's still better than Pure Fusion Collection. Seriously. Yeah. Hey, curiosity. So that segment backstage that I talked about with the New Day when he asked me he moved the mask on purpose. Did you see that segment?
Wait, I'm sorry. Which segment?
The segment right before this match when Kofi and Xavier were talking about Xavier removing his mask, and he told him that he got him the Intercontinental title match next week.
Oh,
did you see that?
I missed
part?
That part. I missed that
okay,
part.
so everybody watching, looking in the comments. I don't care if you're not watching us live. Whenever you get back, let me know this question. There was somebody watching them in the background, some white guy with like a purple and black shirt. I couldn't see exactly who he was from how far it was. I thought it was Karrion Kross, but I wasn't 100% sure. Can somebody please comment and let me know who that was whenever, whenever y'all get a chance to it? That would be greatly appreciated. So after that, I think the next thing we had after the match, oh my God, this is another thing that made me so mad about the women's tag division on Raw. So they started jumping them, right? They started jumping Valkyrie a little bit. So the party people came out, who is Carter and Chan, right?
Yep.
At one point, they had them down, right? And Shayna Baszler came and put Chance in the vice grip in the sleeper hole, right? Carter came
Yeah.
in, kicked one person, and just looked around, walked around the ring. While in the middle of the ring, Shayna Baszler has your partner in this chokehold, literally choking the shit out of her. You just walked around, and I guess she just waited on her cue for a chance to hit her in the gut or whatnot, and then she kicked her. But literally, who in the hell is gonna sit there and walk around the ring a little bit while their partner is getting getting choked out? This is Shayna Baszler. There's no guarantee they're gonna live after this, and you just sitting there walking around, looking around. That was the most. How can I say? I don't want to say it was a botch. I just think that was just one of the most worst time things I've ever seen on national TV that made absolutely no sense at all. It was extremely frustrating. Like you supposed to at least like fake like you about to attack her and then like miss or something. You know what I mean? Something like that. Don't just who's gonna walk around the ring at their partner getting choked out? That made absolutely no sense to me, MTG. I got so frustrated. That's what really made me go, okay, I can do without all
Yeah.
this shit right here.
Yeah.
Like that whole segment in both teams, if they gonna do some shit like that, I can do without it. And me
Hmm.
personally, I think Carter needs to go solo, and Chance needs to go back to NXT. She doesn't draw in the crowd at all. Not even a little bit to me. I
Yeah.
really both of them may need to go back. But as far as like a crowd presence and getting you into a match or a promo or anything, Chance just don't do it for me. I'm sorry, I don't like her either.
Really?
Like I don't like Chance.
I
She's
mean,
kind of
I like I like both girls. I mean, I've always been a fan of them. And you're right that you are right about the them not drawing the crowd in because they did try to push them. Because remember when they did put the women's tag titles on them, and they only lasted for like 2 weeks. It only lasted for like a few weeks. That you are right about is they probably just still need to get more work. I mean, I like both girls. Both ladies are beautiful as well. And I was there in Miami when they lost the tag titles to Kairi Sane and Asuka. I was actually there for that.
oh
And
yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you. I mean, I like both girls still. Even I wish they get put on TV more often. But hell, I want them to fight. I want to see them fight both Jade Cargill and Bianca, but not beat them. Just a match between Jade and them. You know?
I don't want to see that. I don't want to see
Oh,
that.
okay.
Okay, and I only say
Okay.
that
Okay.
because right now Jade needs to be in the ring with people who are not, how can I say, not missing spots. If Jay get in there with other people who miss spots themselves, it's gonna make her look really bad because she's gonna miss some spots because of them missing spots. Then the whole match is gonna look like shit. You know what I mean? Bianca's gonna look
Yeah.
good, but it's gonna make Jay look bad. I don't want. They need to keep them away from each other, in my opinion. Unless it's Bianca versus one of them. A Jay versus Carter match may be okay if Bianca's on the out ring, kind of like directing the match, letting them know what spots to do and
Yeah.
whatnot. But other than that, no, that's gonna be a terrible match. It's gonna be they're gonna they they gonna you think they saying something about Jade now? They're definitely gonna blame her because they like to do that for some reason. Don't matter who messes up with Jade in the match, they're on her ass about it. So yeah,
Right.
I see what you mean about the potential of it, but right now, nah. Please don't. Please don't. If I see that match on there, I'll probably start crying immediately. I'm gonna feel bad for both of them.
Oh wow.
It's gonna be a bad match, man. I promise you. But shout out to them though. I don't think they're terrible at all. I just think it's just a lot of missed spots that they do that be so glaringly obvious that it's a missed spot. You know what I mean? You can miss some spots and just turn around and fix it real quick, or you know what I mean? Even make something, even if it's an obvious mess up, you immediately fix it. You know what I mean? Like hell, Xavier Woods and Ray missed missed like one or two spots, but they
Yeah.
immediately fix it. You know what I mean? Immediately. It's like you can't just sit there looking, or you know what I mean, or walking around the ring while your partner's getting choked. It makes no sense. And MTG, when I say walking around the ring, I don't mean on the outside of the ring. I mean like She getting choked right here. Carter's in the ring, walking around him while she's getting choked inside the ring. And then she's like, oh. And then when Chance got the elbow moved off and whatnot, then she kicked her. But that was such an obviously bad decision, bad missed spot. They were like, I know everybody said, what the fuck? So, but shout out to them. They're on national TV. You do miss spots. I miss spots sometimes in my regular matches. We all do it. It happens. Yeah. I just think they huh?
Quick question. Have you ever wrestled in a six-sided ring yet? Because six-sided rings has always been my favorite. So have you ever been in those before?
Absolutely not, and I have no desire to.
Really? I love the six-sided ring. Like, I like it because I always felt like it's different, and it comes from Mexico. And the first time when I saw it was in TNA, and I felt like TNA was a whole lot different and a little different, and it made it interesting. So I love the six-sided ring.
I'm gonna tell you this: it's tough.
All right.
It's rough on the body. Even AJ Styles said. He said when he got to WWE and he was doing the four-sided ring on a regular basis, it made everything so much easier for him because it take that ring by itself, just being on all six corners, being aware of everything on all six sides, and being aware of where the hard cam is and all that. It's so tough to do so. It literally can take years off your career because you're doing so much stuff in that six-sided ring. It's hard. You will be exhausted every single match. It's like you can't. So it's hard. It's even hard for heels to go slow in a six-sided ring. And as a heel, you're supposed to go slow but make the match seem fast, but not actually go fast. You know what I mean? You got to beat the person down or whatnot. Even as a face, when you're going fast, you got to kick it up notches that you ain't been doing. And it's like, that's hard on the body. I swear to God it is. I have no desire to do it. Maybe a couple matches here and there. But if TNA had called me and told me, hey, come on with this six-sided ring, I would have did it, but I would be like, hey, let me get like 4 or 5 practice months before you put me on TV.
Yeah, but right now the ring is 4-sided. It's not 6-sided like how it used to be. I mean, I wish they bring back the 6-sided because me personally, I love the 6-sided ring and I still do to this day. Because if I had my own wrestling promotion, which I had no desire to have right now, but I'm saying like if I had my own wrestling promotion, it would be a 6-sided ring.
So if you ever were to get a wrestling promotion, I'm gonna tell you this: the best thing for you to do, I don't care if it's on like 6 months, train for wrestling. You don't have to be in regular matches, but train for it.
Yeah.
So then you can get the psychology and the awareness of it, and go to a 6-sided ring, and I promise you, you're gonna change your mind. We've seen it, man. Boss man has seen that type of ring before. We got no fucking desire to do that. I promise you.
I believe it. Yeah. Boss man told me before that he wrestled in a 6-sided ring. Even Sting said that he didn't like it because Sting was in TNA for a couple of years, and he even said he didn't like it.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah.
It's just hard. It's just hard on the body to keep doing it, over and over and over. So,
when you mean hard on the body,
huh?
When you mean hard on the body, is it like harder, like the canvas and the mat? Is it a lot harder than the 4-sided?
No, you get more tired. You get tired more easier, and the more tired you get, the more prone you are to injuries. So if you recognize, a lot of people back in the day in TNA, they would get injured. And that 6-sided ring is part of the reason. Don't get wrong, every wrestler promotion has that injury. But it was very much easier to get hurt in TNA because of the way the ring was. You know what I mean? Just keeping up with that type of 6-sided pace, it's just easy. It's easy to get hurt. You can do everything right, but you're tired.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're tired you got a 15-minute match in a 6-sided ring is equivalent to a 30-minute match in a regular ring. I promise you it is. So
and
it's entertaining.
As you said, yeah.
Say what?
Just because you said all that, I'm gonna get everyone's opinions. Like if I ever meet Booker T, because Booker T was in TNA, and I'm gonna ask him how he felt about wrestling in a six-sided ring. Like I'm not saying you're a liar. I'm just like asking for other people's experience. I would ask Samoa Joe, AJ Styles the same thing. I would ask Karrion Kross the same thing. I would ask LA Knight the same thing. Drew McIntyre as well, Kurt Angle, because they all wrestled in six-sided ring. So I would get their. I would get one day. I'll get their thoughts on them.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. People gonna have different. People gonna have different what is it again? Opinions on it. You know. So some people may actually love it. Like they may be like, hey man, me personally, I love it. I want to do the six-sided ring all the time. Them people aren't the same. They're built different. You know what I mean? They can do that. Me personally, I just don't prefer it at all because I know what it would do for me and my body and how I wrestle. You know, I use ropes and top ropes and middle rope moves and stuff like that. So I know even as a heel, I would still have to pick up the pace pretty much every single match all the time. You know what I mean? Because it's so obvious when you're walking around a six-sided ring. It's very obvious. You know what I mean? That you're not. That there's no pace to it. You know what I mean? You gotta be like a Roman Reigns type of character for it to not be abnoticeable. You know, so. But like I said,
if I had a promotion with a six-sided ring, I guess you and Bossman won't be wrestling for me, would you?
It'd be hard. I'll do it, but I'm gonna be cutting a lot of promos. I'm gonna have 2 matches a month. 20 promos. I dumped a bunch of people, got a bunch of promos in. They hyping them 2 matches, I'll tell you that. They real hype. But yeah. Hey, like I said, shout out to them, man. Shout out to everybody. But back to the topic at hand with Katana. And you good?
Yeah, go ahead.
You good with Carter and Chance. Like I said, I really think Carter and Chance need a little bit more development. That's all I'm saying. Especially Chance. It just seemed very evident, especially when she tried to cut her little promo in the backstage and try to get like live and pump for it. It was so unbelievable. I was just like, this whole thing, this whole woman thing on here seemed very, very rough and hard to watch. So I mean, I hope they develop because, like I said, personally, I like them as characters. I just think they didn't need some more work.
I mean, that promo is not as bad. I don't know if you watch TNA these days. There's somebody on the TNA roster is way worse than them. Trust me. Her name was Alicia Edwards. She's way worse than both of them.
I heard that name, but I don't hardly watch her like that.
Yeah, her promos are terrible. Like, as a heel, it's terrible. She's with the System, which is the top faction in TNA right now. Her promos are shit. Like, you think Katana's is bad? This girl's even worse, Alicia Edwards. But go ahead.
I'm gonna have to check them out. I heard the System too. I don't know who all in it. But yeah, I'll check it out, man. I'll check it out.
It's Moose, the best guy that TNA has. Moose, Eddie Edwards, Brian Myers, aka Kurt Hawkins, Alicia Edwards, JDC, aka Fandango.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought that. Okay. I knew it. Like that's probably the only person I knew was in it was Moose for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I met Moose. Cool guy.
Yeah, we interviewed him. Shout out to Carter and Chance, man, and the whole women's division. Hope they develop. Next thing we had the little promo with Drew McIntyre and CM Punk. They actually lowered the Hell in a Cell cage and had security in the ring as they did their promo. Now I think it was a little more dramatic than it needed to be. The cage was kind of unnecessary to me. They wasted a lot of money and time, in my opinion. You didn't need a cage. We already knew the cage was gonna be there. But it was very they gave some good promos, pretty much saying the same thing they've already said though. That they're gonna beat the hell out of each other and they can't stand each other. This is gonna be the end. We already knew that. I guess promo. You got anything to say about this promo?
No, not really. Just another promo.
For sure, for sure. But we can move past that. All right, next thing we had Bronson Reed in an interview about his match tonight. Y'all, this was pretty straight promo. Miz kind of interrupted a little bit, saying he wanted to talk to Bronson Reed or Braun Strowman, but then we got a surprise interruption from R-Truth. We've been waiting on R-Truth to come back since he got attacked by Bronson Reed about a little over a month ago now. So he came back today, and he pretty much told Miz, "I got us a tag match tonight against AOP." He's like, "AOP, who's AOP?" Like, "AOP, the big guy, the AOP." He was like, "AOP." Like, yeah, they got a witch and a picture, something like that. He said. So yeah, so yeah, put a thumbnail on that, y'all. We're gonna come back to that. They got a match against AOP tonight. So the next match we had, it was Judgment Day, which consisted of JD, Carlito, and Dominic Mysterio versus LWO, who had Wild, I forgot the other guy's name, and Dragon
Del
Lee.
Toro?
Yeah, Wild Del Toro and Dragon Lee, and it was a good match. It was actually a really good match. Actually, I enjoyed it. It was high flying. LWO never disappoint with their actual matches. We know JD McDonald's gonna do his thing. Dominic, Carlito hasn't been as high flying as he used to be, but he can still put on decent matches. That's a different subject. I was gonna say something about him being in this faction right now, but that's a different subject. We're gonna hold on to that. But it was a decent match, very decent match. Judgment Day ended up. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Judgment Day ended up picking up the win because Finn Balor came out of nowhere after he told people that he had trouble problems. He came out of nowhere and helped them win this match with a distraction or whatnot. So after they won this match, who is it again? Liv Morgan also tried to help as well. After they won this match, they cut like a small little promo afterwards in which they were interrupted by Mommy and Damian Priest. This match, like I said, the match was actually pretty good, man. I really liked it. Did you catch this match, MTG?
Yes, I did. That was the first thing that I saw when I attended the program. Decent match. Everybody was doing their thing, and it was a good. I really enjoyed it, you know. And then I know you're about to get into the what happened afterwards. So yeah.
Yep. Yes, sir. Afterwards, we had Dominic. Pretty much everybody got into a fight. The Terror Twins came. They pretty much beat down on Judgment Day a little bit. Liv Morgan kept running from Rhea. Rhea got a hold of Dominic. She's about to put him in the cage. She told everybody that Dominic is very claustrophobic. So that's going to play a part into him being in this cage, especially if it's hovered up above the ground. It's kind of dangerous, in my opinion, giving Owen Hart vibe. But what do we know, right? We're just wrestling fans who saw the shit. So, yeah. This is going to be a pretty interesting match with Liv and Rhea. I personally think Rhea's going to win. I don't think they're going to let Liv beat Rhea 3 times in a row. If they do, that would be some crazy shit. And I would not agree with it at all. But I'll be kind of pissed off about that if they do that. But yeah. There was a pretty good segment afterwards. Damien got a little bit of revenge, chasing them guys around, beating them up and whatnot. Yeah, it was pretty nice in my opinion. Just built up for the match and everything afterwards. Now, don't get me wrong, they did not stand. Damien Priest did not stand tall at the end. Judgment Day did get the better of him, and they did get the coup de grace on Damien Priest. They got 2 of them. He had got 2 of them in. So Damien Priest was left laying down. So that is what it is, man. We're gonna see what happens at Bad Blood. I personally think Damien is gonna win. I'm just not 100% sure. What do you think about that stuff afterwards? All the shenanigans afterwards.
Well, it was very funny to see Mommy throw Dominic around like a rad dog. It makes Dominic look like a softie for getting his ass whooped by Rhea. and it took him a while. It took a while for all the three guys from the Judgment Day, Carlito and JD and Finn, to take down Damien. I was like, really, guys, you're having a tough time with one guy? I mean, I get he's tall and strong, but that's enough to beat him, to get him down. And
Uh-huh.
and as far as Liv and Rhea goes, that bad blood where Dominic is locked inside of a shark cage, that's gonna be interesting. I have on the outcome of that. I, I I don't even know if Liv is gonna retain or Mommy's gonna take the belt back. I just don't. I don't know. That's a really tough one. But if you want to talk about Damien versus Finn, that's a tough one too. But the one that's even more tougher is Liv and Rhea. So those are the two hardest matches to predict.
Rhea better win, bro. It made no sense for her to lose 3 times in a row. Like I would legitimately be mad if they let that happen. So, shout out to them. Hey, my fault. Shout out to them, and hopefully they have a great match, man. But they better not let her lose 3 times to that girl, man. I'll be pissed. All right. So next thing we had a little promo from Sheamus. He pretty much saying he gonna beat up Pete Dunne in some type of shillelagh match or whatever the fuck, some Irish match or whatever. It really wasn't much to that at all, really. Next thing we had American Made come out right before that match. I'm glad they changed their pose because at first they were doing the one fist, which made no sense. That's a black power move. I was kind of irritated by that, but they changed it to 2 fists like this.
Yeah. Oh crap, he black. Oh man. Boss man, he's gone. Say.
But Rock is having technical difficulties. I guess his phone overheated. So I don't know. You know, people on their phone.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, and I was just talking to him about the 6-sided ring, and you told me yourself how the 6-sided ring was like. So, yep.
I mean, it's not too bad, I guess.
I mean, I'm a fan of it because like I said, if I have my own wrestling promotion, which I don't know if I'll do anytime soon, but if I have my own promotion, that's the ring I'm using.
That's dope. How come?
And I feel like, yeah, okay, that's cool. I feel like it gives more attention. Like it brings people's attention. Like, wow, this is interesting. Like, that's my opinion. I feel like it gives more attention to it gives people's attention to it.
Yeah, definitely.
Like that's how it got my attention. Like that's why I started watching TNA because of that ring. And I hope TNA brings it back because I know Eric Bischoff and Hulk Hogan got rid of it when they first got into TNA, and I was actually pissed at Hogan and Bischoff for that.
Yeah, man. Good old Eric
But did you? Yeah, did you ever watch TNA like in the mid 2000s, like from 2006 to 2009?
I did. I did.
Yeah, those are my favorite years of TNA. And I'm waiting for TNA to come out of Florida.
Definitely need to make a trip. I'm waiting on to get at least to Texas, then I'm going myself.
What's that?
I'm waiting on to come at least closer to Texas, then I'll be there myself.
Oh, okay. It was in San Antonio last weekend, I think. They had Victory Road there not too long ago.
Yeah.
Are you gonna watch Bound for Glory?
I am.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get TNA Plus so I can watch it.
Yeah, I had that for a minute. I was paying the $10 a month, but it was like between that and Netflix, and I was like, yeah, I guess I go with Netflix.
Yeah, and it's since Raw is moving to Netflix, is Peacock all the pay-per-views and all that stuff is gonna move to Netflix as well? Because I think I heard something about that.
No, it's just Raw.
I don't know if I'm gonna keep Raw for long because I don't even have Netflix myself. So I think I'm just gonna be tuning into mostly TNA and SmackDown. But I will get the subscription for Netflix when Raw first moves there because I want to see how the show goes. And yeah, and then still keep Peacock and get TNA Plus as well.
Yeah, I definitely feel that. That sounds like fun.
Who would you, at this moment, since you're a wrestler, who's your dream opponent, your dream match opponent that you think that you might have a chance to wrestle against anytime, or sometimes in the near future?
That's a good question. Let me think. I know one of them will be Josh Alexander.
Oh, I love Josh Alexander.
Yes, I know one of them will be him. I know one of them will be him for sure.
What about Moose?
I wouldn't mind stepping into the ring with Moose.
What about what's his name from WWE?
Mike Bailey, Mustafa Ali.
I love Speedball. I love Speedball Mike Bailey.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And I'm actually just because they're on the indie scene a lot, so I'm thinking a realistic.
Yeah, and if you ever get caught up by TNA, you better compete in that Ultimate X.
Definitely. But our boy FTW Rock is back, and I am gonna let y'all get back to the show, man. Y'all hold it down.
Yes, sir. Sorry about that, everyone. For some reason, my phone overheated for a quick little second, so had to put it on put it on a little break for a couple of seconds. But we back at it, man. I think we left off at American Made coming out. So right before the match, though, we had how can I say, a special presentation for Pete Rose. Pete Rose died today at the age of 83, I believe they said. We all don't know Pete Rose. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
I was gonna say that Pete Rose is a baseball legend, the greatest Cincinnati Red of all time. I mean, I'm a baseball fan. He's the MLB all-time leader in hits, and he's a WWE Hall of Famer. He's not in the MLB Hall of Fame because they don't want to let him in because he gambled baseball. That's the reason why he's not in the MLB Hall of Fame. And then we know his memory in wrestling. He was at WrestleMania 14, got tombstone by Kane, and he got chokeslammed by Kane at WrestleMania 2000 as well. And he was getting heat from the Boston crowd when he cut that one promo. He was like, "This is the worst sports city ever. You guys can't even win a World Series." That had me laughing. So he did something memorable.
Yes, sir. R.P. to Pete Rose, man. God, hate that he left this earth, man. But hey, It's all our time eventually, but we're glad that he got to be a part of that EE while he was on Earth. So yeah, R.I.P.
Yeah.
to Pete Rose. So
And he did a
afterwards we
signing.
got
I was gonna say that he did a signing back in December at my local mall because I have a autograph store place where wrestlers and athletes come in. So far, I met Tatanka, a WWE legend that was there, and I
yeah.
almost met Pete Rose, but I couldn't go. It sucks. I'll never get it now. Because I'm a baseball autograph guy collector, and I wish I could have gotten Pete Rose. So rest in peace to the Hit Machine.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. R.I.P. to my boy, man. R.I.P. Yes, sir. So, all right.
Yeah.
So, next thing we got American Made versus the New Day. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's Chad Gable versus Kofi Kingston. Chad just had American Made on the outside, and Kofi Kingston had Xavier Woods out there with him. So, with this being said, it was a decent match. It probably lasted about 10 minutes. It was kind of back and forth here and there. I mostly thought Kofi was going to win at first, but around the end of the match, Xavier had Kofi's back. He took out American Made, or at least Brutus, or one of them. He took out one of the American Creed brothers, and Ivy now can distract the ref. While that was happening, Kofi Kingston pushed Chad Gable off the rope. Xavier Woods saw opportunity to try to help. He tried to trip Chad Gable, but unknowingly, when he tripped Chad
Yep.
Gable, he stopped his momentum. And Kofi Kingston at that time was going for a choking paradigm, so that made him miss, which pretty much cost him the match. Right after he missed, Chad Gable pushed him into that corner and got that chaos theory and got the 1-2-3 win. So that's gonna cause some more friction between them. And next week is probably gonna boil over a little bit. I think the actual feud between the New Day is not gonna actually start until right after the 10th anniversary. When that happens, I believe the feud is gonna last all the way through WrestleMania. And I'm here for it. What do you think about this match, brother?
It's a great match. I enjoyed it, and it's just funny how uh, it's just funny how Xavier Woods just messed that up for his boy Kofi. He was trying to help him, but he grabbed Chad Gable's leg, and it's just funny, how that match ended.
Yeah, they played that out pretty good. They did that to where it's definitely next week is gonna be interesting to see. By the way, next week is gonna be a banger show. Not only do we got that distractions gonna happen, but we also got the Intercontinental Championship and the World Title on the line at the same time. But we'll get into that. But it's gonna be a banger show. Y'all watch out for it next week. So yeah. Like I said, man, Xavier Woods costing Kofi the match by accident. That was kind of interesting to see. So this right here kind of foreshadowed a little bit of what happened what's going to happen tonight. They showed Seth Rollins at a football game, and he publicly announced before that he really don't like football. But I think there was was it a Georgia Bulldog game he was at?
No, it was. I think it was Vikings. The Vikings and the
Vikings.
Yeah, it was one of them. I can't remember.
Okay, Sheamus was at the Georgia Bulldog game, but yeah, I think Seth was at the Vikings game or something like that. So it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool to see Seth back, at least back on TV for a second. So that was nice to see. After all that, we got a little promo from Gunther. Gunther's promo where he's pretty much just saying how he's a dominant champion with Wop Wop, right? He gets interrupted by Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn comes out, he's like, hey, you keep saying I'm not worthy, but I beat you at WrestleMania. Gunther's like, that was an embarrassment. That's the most embarrassing thing of my career because you weren't worth it. They get into back and forth a little bit. Sami hits him a little deep with a couple things he says. Gunther go for a clothesline. They end up fighting in the middle of the ring. Gunther eventually gets that chokehold and powerbomb, and then tells Sami he got his match. Now, when he said he had his match, I thought it was for Bad Blood. They talking about it's next week. So
Oh
with that being said, the
that's
world heavyweight title with Gunther as the champion would not be defended at Bad Blood, which already has a storyline since WrestleMania going on with Sammy. Why would you not have this match at Bad Blood? This made no sense at all to me.
yeah, it
What
does.
do you
Yeah, exactly.
what do you think
Bro,
about that, man?
bro, why would you not have your world champion defended at a pay-per-view? Why does it have to be on free TV? Come on, WWE. Like,
Come on now.
you're really gonna put it on free TV?
Come on now.
Yeah.
That was
That
just
that def-
crazy to
that'll
me. That just made absolutely no sense at all, in my opinion. But yeah, they're doing that. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. We gotta watch and hopefully it'll be a good match. But I really wanted it to be last, a Bad Blood because it's been building up for it to be a Bad Blood. So I don't know. I don't know. Just one of the decisions I don't agree with at all. So we can go past that. We both are kind of frustrated by that. So I'm sorry I had to burp too, man. All right, cool. So next thing we had the Final Testament, or AOP, who represent the Final Testament versus Awesome Truth. Awesome Truth kind of gave a back and forth match to them. Right when Miz got his hot tag to come in and start doing some damage, Miz turned on R-Truth, y'all. He turned on R-Truth, and we kind of saw this coming. I didn't think it was gonna happen so quickly, but we definitely saw it coming. He attacked R-Truth during the match, and pretty much left him high and dry. Afterwards, AOP got the finisher in and got the victory. So they didn't lose tonight, which they usually do, but hey, they finally got a win. AOP did. Karen Kofi was also outside the ring laughing about this as well. So, man, this is just a sticky situation. And hopefully next week Miz explains why he turned on Truth. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be everything that Karen Cross said. It's gonna be like, I was top guy. I was, I'm built for more than this. R-Truth is idiot and all that. I guarantee that's stuff he's gonna say. So, shout out to Awesome Truth, man. They've been entertaining us for a little bit. Hopefully they keep on entertaining us. Now, let's get into the next promo. Right? So, the next thing we had Gunther with Ludwig Kaiser doing a small little interview, and he pretty much saying how Sammy got on his nerves tonight. So, this is what we talked about earlier, y'all. This is why Braun Breaker did not give a big fuss about that Intercontinental Championship right now. He's been thrown into the world title picture, and I love it. They need more stars to step up as far as the world title scene. Right now, everyone else has their own story going on outside of the title. So this is kind of this is a good look. Braun Breaker approached Gunther and pretty much said, I just wanted to look at the title up close person for myself. And Gunther said something smart like, why would you? Something pretty much saying you're never gonna get this title while I'm on it. He was like, well, you're gonna find out real soon. So that lets us know Braun Breaker will be going for that world title. And you know what that means? We're gonna get Gunther versus Braun Breaker pretty soon for that world heavyweight title, y'all. And I'm ready to see it. I'm ready to see it. That's gonna be a hard fighting, smash mouth, chop to the chest, 2 or 3 spears, having ass match. And I'm ready to see it. I'm ready to see it. Hopefully they get it pretty soon, probably right after Sammy. Him and Sammy. I'm pretty sure maybe Survivor Series or Royal Rumble that we see that match. Either way, I'm not mad. I'm ready to see it. Ready to see it. All right, cool. So next thing we had the main event, y'all. The main event. This was Bronson Reed versus Braun Strowman in the last monster standing match. The last man standing match is applied to here. You have to keep your opponent down for 10 seconds, and you have to get up yourself for 10 seconds. It's up with if both of you are down at least. They went back and forth. Went through some tables, went through a bunch of chairs. They picked each other up, speared each other through the barricade twice. Went through the crowd a little bit. Went through the big screen on the ramp. There was a back and forth match. They even destroyed the ring. They did a suplex in the ring and completely destroyed it. So, kind of reminiscent of Brock Lesnar and Big Show when they did it back in 2001, I think that was. So it was a great match. It was a great back and forth match. We really appreciate it. We were very entertained by this, man. At the end, Braun Strowman got the win because of what I foreshadowed earlier, y'all. We said we saw Seth Rollins at the game. We saw him tonight. Right at the end, when Bronson Reed looked like he was about to get up, Seth Rollins came out of nowhere and gave him that stomp to the head, right on the steps. They kept Bronson Reed down for that 10 seconds, and Braun Strowman got up and won the match. Y'all, like I said, this match was super entertaining. It was worth the hype. It was worth the wait. I personally wanted Bronson Reed to win, though. I'm disappointed that they didn't put Bronson Reed over, but hopefully this is because they want Seth Rollins to feud with Bronson. And Seth Rollins may end up putting Bronson over. So hopefully they do at least. Like I said, like we've always said, we are big fans of Bronson Reed here at the FTW podcast. So shout out to him, man. They're doing great with him right now as far as giving this push. Hopefully they keep it going. So that was tonight's show, y'all. We appreciate everyone who joined us tonight. Please continue to watch Mondays for the Get Busy Monday Night Raw review. Tuesdays, we got the Get Lit review for NXT. Wednesdays, we got the AEW Mad Family review. Thursdays, we got the Lockup Lounge with your boy MTG Gaming. He's not on here right now. He was earlier. Shout out to him for helping us and joining us tonight. MTG Gaming, Wicked Princess, and your boy Famous B is on that show. Fridays, you know where it's at, baby. We got the Fight or Flight Friday SmackDown review. We appreciate everyone who joins us on weekends. We do wrestle. Me and Boss Man, we wrestle on the weekends. So shout out to that too. Y'all just stay focused, stay with us, y'all. We appreciate all the support and love. FTW, we out. We got a lot coming, y'all. Just stay tuned. Diamond Land, baby.